Well, as always, welcome again to Live from Fayettenam, man. Home of J. Cole, home of Dennis Smith Jr., Apion Crockett, Mike Williams Jr., Bone Crusher Smith, Merciless Ray Mercer, and also this illustrious cast that joins me every Friday night here from Live from Fayettenam. We have, as always, the Podfather, aka the Prime Minister, Paul Masson. What's up, P?
What up,
We
everybody? How y'all
have
doing tonight?
hey, what's up? What's up? We have as always 3D Wheat Straw, aka the Mutate God, CEO of Woodboy Digital.
How you doing?
What up, what up? We got the historian, Mr. J.
What's good, everybody?
Also, we have Christian Latin Loonies Canalis 26 Hip Hop Superstar.
Dímelo.
And we seem to have one more guest there, P.
Special guest, Trillinois Tracks, which
My
right
man,
now
I wanted to,
talking
hey,
about
Trilla.
What's up, man?
What's up, my boy?
What's
a
up?
legend in the game from Empire all the way up to now, and one of the dopest producers ever out of the 910 and around. Trillinois Tracks, man. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Can y'all hear me?
Glad to
Long
have you,
This is my
time.
bro.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
hear you. We hear
sound
you.
you sound good, bro. You sound good, man. You
Word,
sound good.
word.
So I hope you gentlemen had a great week this week, man. Anybody got any big announcements they want to make before we jump into the topics? Anybody jump right in?
Mutate Fest. Mutate Fest. Everybody, sign up. Artists, sign up. Go email mutatefest at Gmail, man. It's going down April 6th, man. Mutate Fest. You know what it is.
And I will be out there hosting, from what I understand from the Mutate guys,
Yes,
right,
sir.
bro?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Absolutely.
sir.
The whole live and you know,
Yep.
we gonna throw the weight behind that. So April 6th, Mutate Fest is gonna be huge for hip hop, for the 2691947 era. You know everybody. Everybody. So all right, gentlemen, we're gonna dive right into it. And the first topic this week is going to be best rapper actors. All right. And since we got my man Trillinois Tracks finally on the show, I want to go right to Trillinois, man. Welcome to the show, Trill.
What's
Uh,
up, man?
what's up, bro? Long time no see, man. Much love to you, bro. Absolutely. You know this.
It's been chilling, man. Same old shit, different day.
My God. So you got a list of dopest rapper turned actors, my bro?
I'm gonna have to go with Most Def.
Man,
It's a good one.
give me some claps,
Yeah.
man. I need some claps. Paul sleeping on
I
the
mean,
buttons already.
I don't know if you ever watched 16 Blocks, but man, if you watch 16 Blocks, man, that's some serious acting right there, man, for real.
him and Bruce
For
Willis.
sure.
Yeah, him and Bruce Willis. I mean, that right there is the best rapper in a movie I've ever seen.
Well,
In a
also,
movie.
I think I don't mean to jump on
I
your
mean, acting wise, I don't think
maybe
nobody else top that.
maybe the only rapper actor nominated for a Tony for the greats. You know what I'm saying, for the on Broadway. Back to you, Trill. Though is that? But Trill, so go ahead. I mean, I know you named most Def, but give us a couple of your favorites, man.
Method Man. I mean, right now, Method Man killing
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Method Man killing it.
definitely.
I mean, but if you want to go with the most famous, you got to say Will Smith. I mean, then you got Queen Latifah. You know what I mean? You can't forget about Queen Latifah
Oh
either.
yeah, you can't sleep
Back.
on
Yeah,
Queen.
yep. I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, I hate to say it, but Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to
Marky
rapper
Mark.
turned actor,
Hey,
Marky
that
Mark.
is
Marky Mark.
Marky
Yeah,
Mark. Feel the
of the funky
vibration.
bunch. Of the funky bunch. The bunch was definitely funky, but I don't know if it was the kind of funky we was looking for. Uh, yo, no doubt, Trill. So I'm gonna kick this up to Latin Loonies. Looney, what you say, man? The dopest rapper turned actor, bro.
Well, my guy kind of took a couple of mines out the way, but there's a lot of other people I've seen as well that are pretty good. What's his name? Danny Glover for sure, man. To me, he's a phenomenal actor. Ice T, bro. Ice T's been in how many series and shows now? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
let me see, Common. You know, you got Andre 3000, who was also a beast in that. He shot motherfuckers. Don't give me no gun, man. You know what I would do. So you know,
No doubt, no doubt.
there's definitely a
But I
lot.
Four
mean, so
Brothers was a
yeah,
classic.
so it doesn't matter if he took from your list. So I do want to know your list though. Like, who is your if he took one of your what you thought was the best? Because the consensus gonna be probably the same cat. You know what I'm saying? But we all gonna have a little. You know, there's a lot of as I try to look at a lot of rappers, right? A lot of rapper turned actors. Lonely. So
So
that's
right
saying
right now, to me, like I would agree with him on Method Man. Method Man is going
Yeah, he
retarded
killing
right
the
now.
game right now.
Yeah, he is going retarded right now, bro. So I can't. I'm gonna have to say Method Man right now. Yep.
all right. So all right, no doubt. I'm gonna kick it over to the Pod Father, my man, Triple P Studios over there. Paul, man, what's up?
First I want to shout out. You know, we're trying to get Cool Rock Ski on the podcast, and he's the only living
Oh,
member
he
of the Fat
coming,
Boys.
my man, the Fat Boys.
Yeah, and they're like the originators to me as far as the Hollywood movies go. Of course, Will Smith is top dog. I think people are sleeping on Marky Mark because, like, with Will Smith kind of not putting out a lot of great movies, Marky Mark keep putting out a lot of bangers. He can come up and definitely cause some damage. I'd put Ice Cube at number 3. That's my like Will, Marky Mark, then Ice Cube as far as like just status goes. Common is
You got
definitely putting a lot of work. Common is
the
putting in a lot of work. He's got a really good resume, a good catalog. Method Man is getting a lot better. And of course, yeah, Most Def has definitely had one of the best roles with that 16 blocks. Definitely.
absolutely, absolutely. I can't argue with that list. Make sure you guys watching me on the live. Comment below, man. We'll make sure to get your comments on. Press like, share. You know, we would appreciate all that. A whole lot of ad shit. I'm gonna go over to the historian, my man, Mr. J, over there from Professor Xavier's library. What's up, bro?
You know, I had forgot about basically Marky Mark. I won't even think about Marky Mark.
How about that? I can't believe you weren't thinking about Marky Mark.
I know, right? Then we had to bring up the Calvin Klein ads, and I don't want to do that.
See, there you go. Pause. Extra pause. Supreme pause.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
Pause and finish.
2 times. 2 times.
But we also had Method Man. Of course, I didn't think about Method Man, but definitely I'm big on that power. But the list I had, basically, you know, the first one they brought up was Most Def. Definitely got a decent catalog. Queen Latifah, Will Smith, Ice-T, Ice Cube, and someone probably people hadn't really thought about, but he's an old school rapper from an old school group.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Chill B. Mitchell from Groove B. Chill. He was in a lot of comedy shows.
Chill B. Mitchell.
House Party.
So,
there you go. That's why we pay Mr. J the big bucks here at Live from Fayettenam.
He was also most recently in NCIS.
How about that? Still getting a paycheck scale at least. You know what I'm saying?
Also,
I mean, we're gonna kick it down. Oh, I'm sorry.
Badass.
I didn't mean to step on you.
One last
Joey Badass.
one, Joey Badass.
Joey Badass. And his credits include some fuckery. We're gonna go to Mutate God.
Man, y'all really knocked it out.
Live from Parts Unknown.
Nah. Man, y'all really knocked it out, man. My list probably, I'm gonna just take it all the way left though. Master P, that one. You know what I'm saying?
Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man.
LL, you know, I'm surprised nobody said LL.
LL, yeah.
LL.
Absolutely. LL, 100%.
Yeah.
And I love Donald Glover's work, man. Like Looney said, I love. I mean, he's a great producer and everything. That dude's phenomenal. That dude's he's gonna be 21 Savage. Come on, man. That's crazy. You seen the new trailer? Dude's about to be 21 Savage in his biopic. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
It don't even make sense that It ain't even 21 Savage doing his own shit, bro. For real.
Right. Yeah, and if you say Master P, you gotta say Romeo, and then you gotta say Bow Wow. Come on, man, we gonna keep it like that. You know what I
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow, shout out to Bow Wow, man.
Shit, you might want to throw T.I.
Still
in there
kicking
then.
around.
Yo, hey,
yeah, you can throw Tip
honorable,
in there.
You might want to throw him in
You
there
can throw
too.
Lil Zane in there.
honorable mention got to be 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? And T.I. for me, most
Come on,
definitely.
man. Yeah.
Well, I'll say
I was
that
just
he
trying to
gave us
keep
a
it.
lot.
I was trying to keep it at good actors. I mean, we can name a lot of rapper actors,
Whoa.
but
Yeah,
you know,
okay. All right,
I
so,
mean, but
so
Snoop is
I'm
hold
trying
on.
to keep it
Let
at
me
good
let me
actors.
corral
Good
y'all.
actors.
Hang on. I got to corral y'all. Y'all
Did
talking
we
over
lose
each other. I
somebody?
got to stop y'all from
We
doing
lost
that.
Jay.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
We're gonna say what?
Snoop is
B. Go
not.
to B.
Yeah, I didn't know we lost Jay. We had to bring Jay back in.
No, Mr. J is back. I told you, Professor. He over there with the Professor X. He needed him for something right quick. He got his handled. So never have what's going on. So I'm gonna close it out by saying, of course, I agree with a lot of what you gentlemen said. Gotta say, Most Def, man. Not only what he said, but also, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, amongst a bunch of titles. He's been on Broadway. The dude is amazing, man. He's above and beyond hip hop. Most Def,
Hmm.
aka Yasin Bey, is my favorite. But yeah, Will Smith, all these cats you said, but one nobody said. One nobody said. And I'm
Who's
gonna
that?
tell you, hang on, you just wait in there, P. Just have your
Daryl
little
Walker
dizzle
just
and
said a
calm
name.
down.
Daryl Walker just said a name. Daryl Walker just said a name we didn't say.
What we got from the Wolfpack?
Ludacris.
Daryl Walker.
Did anybody say
Yeah,
Ludacris?
Ludacris.
Yeah, Luda.
Uh,
Hmm.
and his
Luda.
sidearns also get a piece of that check. So, but Cat Williams, we'll get to that later, by the way, y'all. So I want to say this, man. The RZA, dude. The RZA. So I don't know if any of y'all watched the movie Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis, but in that movie, RZA
Yep.
plays a TSA agent, and he has a hilarious scene where he finds a dildo in dude's luggage. He's like, "Oh yeah, you tossing it up." If y'all want to see some funny shit, go watch that scene with RZA and Robert Downey Jr. Man, the RZA man, he slept on. He's been in a lot of shit.
Hmm.
He was in. Well, come on. He was with Denzel, baby. He was in. He was in. What's that? What's the movie? It's Losing Mind. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The biopic about the heroin dealer
The
from
Frank Lucas
Harlem.
joint,
American
American
Gangster.
Frank
Gangster.
Lucas
American
joint.
Yeah.
Gangster.
He was, and he killed it. So I mean, the RZA is in my top five.
Mhm.
So before we move on to the next topic, anybody got anything they want to add real quick?
Nah.
We're getting a lot of
All
comments.
right, stop. All right, so
Don't
let's
leave Snoop
roll
out.
on the comments. Go ahead, auto tune. Hey, Paul, why don't you sing us those comments in your auto tune? I see your fingers was working.
Yeah. They
What's the
got to. There's
comments,
a lot of
Paul?
comments coming in. It's too many
Come
there's
on.
too many there's too many to go through, man.
Well, pick some. Pick somebody at random. Name them out here live and Fayettenam. We love y'all.
Here's a couple. Did somebody say Federal Stars Sticky Fingers?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
hey, right. He was
Both of
I
them.
nice
had
with
that
it
written
too.
down.
Ray and Sticky.
I
Sunset
had that
Park,
written
baby.
down.
Sunset Park. I
Damn.
love that movie.
Sticky
Nobody
did
Bro.
said.
the
Nobody
Sticky did
said
the
pop.
TV series.
Wait a minute, mutate. You are dead ass right. Nobody said pop, man. Let's rewind this whole shit because honestly,
Yeah,
I feel
nobody
like
said pop.
If Pac would have lived, he would have became more of a star.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was a Will Smith if there's Pac living because Pac would have been that dude. That was what he was about to do. What y'all say?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, if he would have lived, you know what I'm saying? I think he would have been he would
He
have
would have been
had, you know what I'm
rapping.
saying? He would have been big in movies. I think he would have stopped rapping if you ask me.
Yeah,
Well,
me too.
Pac
I
may have
think
been.
so too.
He might have been the first Oscar award winning rapper, bro. I mean, I'll be honest
He'd
with
have,
you.
he'd been a lot
What's
richer. I'm gonna tell you that.
What do y'all
I
think
mean,
about Common?
I think
he all
Common
right.
is dope.
He all right as a he. Like I said, my list was great rap actors. Like,
See, Trill, hold back,
I
Trill.
mean,
Trill, do not hold back, man.
just because you
Oh,
throw a rap in a damn movie don't mean nothing. I mean, like, come on.
Nah,
Right.
yeah, nah, but he's been in
Y'all didn't
series and
even,
stuff too, though.
hey,
I
Common
mean,
play
Trill,
himself
y'all
in
didn't
every
even
I mean,
mention,
role.
hey,
what
Trill, y'all didn't even mention, wait a minute, Nick
what
Cannon. Damn,
hold
Trill.
up.
Nick
Why didn't
Cannon,
they
I got
mention it?
another name. I got
I mean,
You're
another name.
garbage at
Somebody
both
said
of them. Not
Snoop.
even that actor.
What about Snoop?
You're
Snoop,
garbage
yeah,
at both.
Snoop,
The
This
dog
nigga said Nick
Snoop-
Cannon. Nick
Nick
Cannon ain't even
Cannon
a
was.
good rapper or a good actor. Come on, dog.
That's what I said. Hey,
You
Trill.
tripping.
I said
Hey,
Nick.
Snoop,
Trill. I
Snoop
said
and
that's what
Jimmy
I'm
Bones
saying,
was dope,
bro.
man.
He a good
This
I'm
nigga
host.
saying
said,
that.
he
I'm
said Nick
saying
Cannon.
that he was garbage at rapping. That's what I don't think you're getting the joke, my brother. I said, yeah, Nick Cannon. He was garbage at both rapping
Yeah.
and acting. Hot garbage
Yeah.
at one of them. God damn it. All right, so
Okay,
all
put it
right.
like this though. I hate to stay on this one though, but just Google rapper actors and look at the list.
Hey, well,
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
we didn't mention Idris Alba, and he's a rapper turned actor, and he's a
I
dope
didn't know.
actor.
For
But
real?
he
Since
dropped
when?
the rap album before he ever acted, and he has since then dropped the rap album. Idris Alba.
I mean,
Google
his
it.
name
He's
was
a
on the
UK.
list.
Nah, quit
He
playing.
was a,
And he
he's a
DJs.
UK
Yeah.
rapper. Idris and
I'm
he
What
about to
about
go
DJs.
look
what,
that
Idris
up.
Alba.
what
He
about
was
the
what you
actors?
call
Oh, he
what's
has a
What
that
lot of
about the
joint?
music
actors
now.
turned rapper?
He got
But
a
no,
lot of
what's
music.
that music? What's that rap they call in UK? They call it something. What is it? Grimy,
Drill.
like
Grind.
slimy.
Grind.
No,
They
grime.
call it, yeah,
He had a
grime.
grime album before he was ever active. Yeah,
Yeah,
What
Idris
about
he
Alba.
what
does
about
have a
the
lot of
actors
music.
turned
Google that
rapper?
shit.
How
Nah,
many
nah, we
actors
don't.
turned
That's
rapper
another.
though?
We gonna move on. That's another subject. That's we're not
Yeah.
gonna do that right now.
Goddamn
All
Drizzy.
right. So, well, so we gonna celebrate something, guys, that this last week happened in hip hop. A lot of us, being the age group we in, will feel this. It's the 29th anniversary of the release of The Shining. You know what I'm saying, by Smith and Wesson.
Classic.
Of course, classic by the Boot Cat Click, which began a whole bunch of shit. I want to go to Mutate God first on this one. Mutate God, your thoughts on The Shining, Smith and Wesson, the whole movement?
Yeah, I love the boot camp clip. They were great, man. The whole album was great. It's classic. I can't put a finger on it. It was just classic boom bap music. It was grimy as hell. That's why I used to love that shit. That's about it.
No doubt. No doubt. Trill, I know you got some thoughts on The Shining.
The Shine. That's one of my top 5 albums I listen. I still listen to that shit every day. Between that and Black Moon.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Don't
no
front.
skips.
I know
I
I'm
mean
not
that.
joking, kid.
That's
You
Smith
know
and
what I'm
Wesson. Man.
saying?
I'm talking about, man, no skips. For me, no skips on Smith and Wesson album. You know what I mean? That shit is one of my
I
favorite
hate
of
to
all time.
say, I hate to tell people of today's music, but in the '90s, they want a whole lot of skips on a whole lot of albums. I just hate to tell y'all that. But
Shit, they don't
so
make albums, so niggas ain't making albums, so
that's
it's
right.
gonna be a lot of skips.
That's right. They're making shorts for the TikToks. Mr. J, the historian of the Ville, man, to shine 29 years later, bro.
Man, that's just that whole boot camp movement is one of my favorites. I love Bucktown. That's the all-time iconic joint. That's like a
Home of the
that's like
original gun
home
clappers.
of the original
You
gun
know,
clappers. You know what I'm saying?
OGC, shout out to OGC,
Man.
man. I toured with them for a little bit back in the day.
That's like a theme song for me, man. I just love that and that soundboard barrier. Man,
Oh,
one
yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Soundboard Barry.
I got to go back and wrap it up and listen to that again. I might have to chill out and
No
put that on
doubt.
again.
I mean, when Paul sent me the topics for the week early in the week, I definitely put The Shining on Monday and listened to it a little bit every day. And I was reminded of the whole Beat Miners sound. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all remember, the Beat Miners were really
Evil D.
behind this right here.
DJ
And
EVD.
man,
Mm-hmm.
these dudes were amazing, man. He had like 9 groups or 9 cats that he was messing with at one point. Even filtered into some J. Rue
Mm-hmm.
sound. You had the Boot Camp Clip. You had
Duck down,
OGC,
duck
which we
down.
original Dug Down Productions. You had Smith and Wesson, of course, and they were a movement. Shout out to Buckshot Shorty. Me and him almost got in a fist fight in 1996. He tried to take my wife, but I married her and I had a kid. So fuck the Buckshot Shorty. He's a bitch ass motherfucker. Anyway, okay. So, but big ups to The Shine, and I want to go over there to Paul Masson, the Podfather. What you got, bro, on The Shine?
Amazing movement. They had that. They definitely had that Timberland thing going. Super heavy, militant, like style going on
Um,
and whatnot. It seemed like the groups got better with them. I love Black Moon, but Smith and Wesson seemed like they got a little bit better than
Black
Helter
Moon was
Skelter was.
crazy though, man. That
But
dope front.
Helter
I know I
Skelter
got you
was
open, man.
Helter
Oh,
Skelter
That was
was,
a Skelter. Oh yeah.
give
oh my
yourself some
God.
applause, bro.
I mean,
Give us
you
some
know,
clapping them.
Rock
they
and
got
rock.
an amazing group, amazing. I mean, what more can you say, man? I mean, Smith and West, they got sued by a gun company, man. They had, I mean,
Yeah, they had to change their name. They had to change their name to the Cocoa
Cocoa
Brothers.
Brothers. Yeah.
yeah, they got
The
Yeah,
sued
Cocoa
by,
Bees. The
yeah,
Cocoa
they
you
got
know,
sued.
like,
Bees.
Yeah, they got sued by Smith and Wesson. Yeah, the gun
They
so,
company.
should
Yeah,
have
they had to
named it
change their
Smith
names.
and well, I would have said it's Mr. Smith and I like the grease. I'm Wesson, the canola oil.
But to me, the whole thing with that group, they whole movement, man, was the producers, man. You know what I'm saying? That sound.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
I
the beat
believe a lot.
miners. Yeah, the beat
Yeah,
miners.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean, the
heavy,
sound,
heavy
like
Timberland,
the
East
equipment that
Coast.
the equipment they was using and stuff like that. That's why you can't recreate that sound. You mean like like all
That's
the production
yeah,
tools are
yeah.
like all the production tools are just too crisp and clean, unless you know about making beats and you know what I'm saying, know how to take the sample rate down and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can recreate that sound because like they was
Or
using keyboards.
unless you go get that shit out the dust box and get your ASR 10 and Pro
I mean,
out
no,
and
no, no, not even the
find
ASR
the
10. No, the ASR 10 was too clean too. You know what I mean? The ASR 10 was the starter that like everything sounded crisp and clean. If you ask me.
so back then they was actually recording percussion and stuff. They was actually live recording percussion and sampling
No,
percussion
no,
back then.
no, no. What I'm saying is like the equipment they were using, like 8-bit sample rate, like 8-bit. You don't listen to nothing to 8-bit sample rate. You know what I mean? They was sampling with like they was using the Casio SK100. Yep,
Man.
they use a Casio SK1000 and a Kai 612 sampler or something like that. Like today, that's
But it
ancient. Like that,
sounds,
you
yeah, absolutely. I don't
know
want
what
to
I'm
lose
saying?
the crowd in the
That's ancient stuff.
technicalities. Yeah, but the sound was definitely the beat miners was carrying that whole movement for sure. It was because the production upon all them groups. So I want to kick it. I haven't got Latin Looney's perspective on this. Latin Looney being one of the younger generation active hip hop performer right now. By the way, shout out to Latin Looney, man. I don't know if y'all see it. Go to his page, man. The dude got that good vibe. That shit goes hard. You got mad viral verses. Anyway, Latin Looney, man. What do you think? Did you go check the Shining out?
Yeah, man. So, like you said, man, when Paul sent the topics out, man, I personally had never heard of Smith and Wesson, so it was
Oh, that's
pretty
what I
dope.
wanted to hear.
Yeah,
I
so it's
wanted to
pretty
hear that.
dope. You know, that's the one thing I love about this podcast, man, is me being able to when y'all bring stuff up like jewels and hidden gems that I have never heard of, man. To me, it's amazing. So I got this one song on there, bro, that I've been playing on repeat. It's called "Wipe Your Mouth." I love that shit. I love that song, bro. I
I
love
love it.
that
We got a
fucking song, bro.
convert. I love it.
So
See?
yeah, man. So it's definitely dope to hear that, man, and it kind of makes me see that music in a way does a full circle. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, my top two are Bucktown and Let's Get It On.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Bucktown has to be it. I mean, Bucktown. Come on, home of the
And I mean,
that
I
Bucktown.
hate to say it. I mean, even though we going into
Every
the
time
best
you hear
beats,
it.
even though we going into the say top hip hop beats, that is in my top five too. Bucktown.
That's a good tease. That's a
Yeah.
good tease because I do believe, yeah, that's a good tease. Because, man, I'll tell you this, man. A lot of people lose hip hop. What everything is tied together, one thing to the next. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have certain movements unless you had movements before it. Shit grew off of this, right? This was a time in hip hop when East Coast hip hop really was reigning supreme, man. I mean,
Yep.
they had the biggest acts, and then these cats were viewed as secondary acts in New York, but they were crushing it, and it
Yeah.
really influenced North Carolina hip hop because at the time we weren't really considered the South. Trill will come with me. We were like the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that
I mean,
time.
and that was probably the biggest downfall for Fayetteville because we had too many influence. You got the military base, you got niggas coming from every city, so you couldn't really get your shit off because you got a nigga from Texas that ain't trying to hear this. So you got a nigga from Cali
Hey,
No
we
doubt.
that ain't trying to
hey
hear
we
this.
we was the South from
That's
Rayford though.
facts,
I don't know
though.
about
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like,
We
I
was the
But
mean,
South
no,
from
no,
Rayford.
listen. Hey, listen, I'm talking
Fayetteville.
about, hey,
I
I
mean,
hate to
because none
say
of us
this,
from. I
but
mean, I'm
this
not
is the
from there,
late
but we
eight.
all.
But
You talking about the
Strong.
late
This is
80s?
probably when I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s. I mean, this
Oh
Strong, you
Lord,
was a
yeah.
kid, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Now
was
by
a
the
baby.
2000s, we was officially. I was crunk. I'm part of the crunk movement, bro. When Big Face came out, I
Mm-hmm.
love the crunk shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
I
we
didn't get
South. I'm
that.
from the South, bro. I'm from the South.
Hey, Big Face, we're gonna need a toast.
Okay, well, here's the panties. Not the best thing in the world, but right next to it. And with that, we're gonna take a diesel break. Pay the bills.
That dizzle ain't no joke, got me addicted, ain't no coke. Let's just have a toast. Anybody want some smoke? Cause it's up, I be dizzled up. Catch me sipping with my double cup. Can't just have one, you gotta double up. You pour it, gotta watch it bubble up. I ain't gon' lie, I cannot get enough. What Callie said, I need another one. Gonna have you coming back for more, but go get it while it's hot. Before it be sold out in your stores. That dizzle.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Live from Fayettenam, man. Shout out to Dizzle. Shout out to Dizzle for keeping the Triple P studio lights on, man. We need that. We need that. And I'm sure Paul's on about his. How many Dizzles, Paul? How many Dizzles for you tonight?
Just one. Just one.
Also, just one. Okay, good, good. We're
Just
keeping
one.
it real. All right, good. So, guys, man, shout out to everybody that's joining us here on the live tonight, man. We really appreciate it, man. Shout out to the comments. Make sure that you push that like and subscribe on Live from Vietnam. We live every Friday night at 7 p.m. We release the topics. We love y'all's input. We're gonna get into something that's near and dear to a lot of our hearts because we in the music business or have been the dopest beat in hip hop history. Now, I know this is a hard topic, Cat. So I
It's
just
not.
want a list. A list. I want a list. I want a list. So once again, man, since we finally got Trill Illinois Tracks, man, a dope producer. Who, by the way, shout out to Trill. Y'all hear that dope intro we have for Live in Vietnam? That's Trill that
Outro.
produced that track
No,
right
he's
there.
outro. He's
I'm sorry.
outro. Outro.
I'm in outro. I'm in
Come
outro.
on,
I'm in
man. Come
outro.
on. We good.
Sorry,
We
my
good.
bad,
We good.
dog.
We
And
good.
then, I mean, that's
Paul hit me with
actually
that. Paul hit me with that. I told you. Okay, so Trill, I want to go to Trill first on this. Trill, man, you're one of the dopest producers I've ever personally met, man. I appreciate you. So what you think, man?
I'm gonna just go straight to number one, man. Shook One's part two. Hands
Hard to
down.
argue. Hard to
Hands
argue.
down. I mean, I ain't trying to debate with nobody.
We gonna
Hands
debate. We
down.
gonna debate.
Are you
Nah,
trying to fight somebody? I mean, damn, Trill want to
We
fight
gonna
over here,
debate.
so I punch
hands
you in your
down.
face.
Hands down. Shook One's part two is the hardest beat in the history of hip hop. Period. Point blank. And if you know what I mean, now I can nerd out now. I mean, if you go and listen to it, you know the main sample, just for
No,
him
go
to
ahead,
find.
break it.
I mean, I'm talking
School
about
us,
just for him.
bro. School
I
us.
mean,
Break
that
it down
main.
for the common fan, Trill, because you're
I'm
a
just
producer,
saying
so you know.
that
You
main
listen with a
sample,
different ear. You
that
listen with a
main
different ear
sample,
than these guys.
and in order to find that main sample and slow it down like that, that right there alone is just enough to make that one of the hardest beats in history. And then on top of that, he just started making beats. I mean, just imagine being somewhere learning from Large Professor and Q-Tip. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
mean,
before he got good.
listen,
I mean, that's
they did
before
call him
Havoc really.
Prodigy. I
I
was
mean, no, he
Havoc.
was
I'm sorry,
Havoc.
Havoc.
Havoc,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, Havoc.
I
Yeah.
mean, he didn't get good to the second album. You know what I mean? The second album was all him. You know, the first one was him, Q-Tip, and Large Professor, I think. But Shook
By the
Ones
way,
to
I
me,
think Trill. I think a lot of people would be surprised. I think a lot of the average hip hop fan would be surprised that Q-Tip was involved with that hard ass project.
yeah, Q-Tip did. He did most of it though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, but the sample, man, he used Herbie Hancock, man. It's Herbie Hancock, a song called Jessica. Go to the 3 minute mark and you'll hear that's the main sample, but it's real
Dope,
fast. And just
dope.
imagine to be sitting there. I mean, to slow it down that much. That sample is really slowed down a lot. Trust me. I mean, it's three different samples in the whole beat, but that alone is just to me, that's the number one beat. That right there
All
is the
right,
number one.
so I'm gonna circle back to you, but I do want to go to the historian of the 2-6, who's filming a documentary for the last year or so on 2-6, Mr. J, man. What you got over there, bro?
You got me back in?
Mr. J. Yeah,
Okay.
you hear me? Can you
He
hear me?
said
Okay.
shook. He said shook one's part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to make sure I'm back in.
Make sure you back in. Hell yeah, you back in. You
Okay.
slip out? Shit.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah, he been
Go
in and
ahead.
out. He been in and out all night.
Pause.
He been in and out all night.
It's crazy this weather
Jet.
going on, man. But
Oh,
right
okay, yeah.
now, what I got, you know what I'm saying, it's I think everybody would have went Quiet Storm or like he said, Mob Deep. I'm with some off the out of the way. I got So What You Want, produced by the Beastie Boys. That's
So
one of
what
my
you want?
I got
Okay.
Murder Inc. Um,
Wait,
by Dr.
you
Dre.
just can't hang on, hold. Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. Can't just say okay.
I got You Open Part 2. That was on the
Mm,
Busta Rhymes on the collective joint
I remember.
whole, and I got It's Murder by Ja Rule, produced by Irv Gotti.
Mm.
That's my 4 right there. I could have went probably forever with a list of beats, but
Mr.
I mean,
JJ
those
hey,
are
bringing
listen,
Ja
mine
Rule
right there.
back.
That's on my list.
I'll say this, bro. I mean, there is a numerous hundreds of dope beats, but we're gonna go right over to the Prime Minister, Sinister Paul Masson.
All right, so we're gonna debate this.
Now you're gonna kick your
We're
list,
gonna
kick your
debate.
list there.
All
You
right,
know,
so just to show you how non-biased I'm not. Mobb Deep Infamous is my number one
I'm
album of
not.
all
He
time.
said I'm not biased. I'm not, by the way.
Mobb Deep Infamous is my number one album of all time, but Shook Ones
I
is
know
my
this
number
to be
two.
true.
It's my number two. My number one beat of all time is Dipset Anthem by Diplomats. That's my
Wow,
number
that's a
one.
hard one.
My number
That's
one
hard.
track. No, that ain't it.
You
The
like
one
the
with
horns? You like the horns? Oh, that ain't it. Oh, wait a minute. The Dizzle has them mixed up.
nah, you got it mixed up. Yeah, it's the Dipset Anthem, the one with send them uptown, tell them I sent you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. My bad. My
You
bad.
know,
Hey,
when I run up
hold on.
on you like this is my block,
Wait a
kid.
minute. That is the
Is
Dipset. What are you talking about?
is your voice on auto tune, cuz?
I don't know.
Hey,
It,
Trill, leave
it's
him
been on
alone.
auto tune since the
Huh?
start of. It's been on auto tune since
Yeah.
the
Why do
start
you
of the
think I've been
show.
telling you? Ain't heard me saying, you ain't heard me doing the sing song reference and all that. I've been
He
doing it the
said
whole
we've been
show.
telling him to sing the comments.
I've been killing him. Jack Williams.
So yeah, I got
Oh, shit.
Dipset Anthem, Mobb Deep Shook Ones Part 2, number 2. I got De La
Yeah.
Soul, Stakes is High at number 3.
That's a good one.
I like that one. Yeah.
That's a good one.
CL Smooth, They Reminisce Over You at my 4.
TRY, baby. Troy, yeah.
It's
Dope, dope.
it's a better song than production, but yeah, I go with that.
And
It's
my
on
number
my list. I
5,
love the sample choice.
my
Yeah.
number 5 is Black Moon, Who Got the Props. While we were talking about
That's
Smith and
dope.
Wesson and
I think it was Evil D and Buckshot. That was what they found out. Who had those props? My man, I appreciate that. We're gonna go to Mutate guy right here, and I'll follow up. Mutate,
All
dopest
right.
beats, bro.
I got a lot of them, but man, really ones that stick. Every time I hear them, man, they just give me that feeling. Doggone, Bubba Sparks ugly. Let me see.
Oh,
Yeah, David Banner like a pimp. Let me see. Grinding from
wow,
the
that was
Clips
hard.
by the Neptunes. Grinding from the Clips by the Neptunes. And Snoop Dogg, Pump Pump. The joint
Oh
right
yeah.
there. Crazy.
It's crazy, Mutate. I want to jump in right here. That
Fucking
3 of your
fire.
tracks right there were times when we were actively on the road back in the early 2000s. Just
Well,
saying.
you heard them joints a lot, right?
Yeah, you did too, and you did
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to say so. I would say this, man. I agree with the consensus. I agree with Trill. Shook Ones is the dopest beat. As soon as you hear the twang come on, motherfucker, you know what's up.
It's like
But
energy.
I'll say,
It's like energy, man. You know what I'm saying? As soon as
as
you hear
soon
them
as you hear
horns,
that, dun, dun, dun. And so I'll say this, but there are so many. Once again, Paul sends me the dopest topics. A lot of these topics Mr. J and Paul come up with, and man, these are some dope topics. I listen to beats all week, and I'm like, yo. So I want to say yes, Shook Ones. Cream. As soon as you hear Cat Cream come on, you know what's up.
Yeah.
As soon as
That
you
was
hear
one
the
of the ones
Cream
I
beat.
had. Yep.
It's a million of them.
I love that they reminisce over you. I think it's an iconic beat. But I look at beats not only for the bass line or the drum snare but the sample choice. And that was a dope sample choice when, by the way, when he chose that sample, that was really that was avant-garde, man. Jazz wasn't used a lot like that. So I want to say, and Paul told me today, no dope old school beats. Well, I hate to tell you this, Paul, but Black Sheep, the choice is yours.
oh
That's
man,
Man,
come
dope.
on,
that's a
dog.
dope
It's not
ass
80s. It's not
goddamn
Come
beat.
on,
80s.
man.
It's not 80s. It's not
Come
80s.
on,
I said
man.
80s
It's
beats.
the
I
early
said
90s.
80s.
What, you don't like that? You don't like that beat, bro? You don't like
Yeah, I
you
like
reminisce
Black
of
Sheep.
that?
I like Black Sheep. I like Black Sheep, but they're 90s,
And
not
So
80s.
I
I
want to
said
say
80s.
also, I want to say it was a good day by Cube. That's an iconic beat. As soon as you hear it, you know
oh, I
what's
mean,
up.
it's simple. I mean, it's just a loop
Yeah,
to
it's
me, but
very
yeah.
simple.
I mean,
But see,
I don't
Good track.
but like
I don't call that a beat. I don't call
Like
that
I
a beat.
said last week. Well, like I said last week, Trill, the lists are for fans. They're not for artists. Lists are for fans.
Oh well,
So,
I mean,
but
I'm taking these
my
lists
one
personally.
of
Shit,
my
fuck a fan.
yeah, well,
Shit.
my second favorite beat of all time though, y'all, is Black Rob. Whoa, I love that beat, man. I love the Whoa beat by Black Rob. I think it's, as soon as you hear it, you amp it. As soon as you hear that vibe, like yeah. So and there was some dope. I'll say shout out to while we said to Shine and shout out to but the dude that made Black Whoa by Black Rob is Digging in the Crates crew. Buck Wild, man. Digging in the Crates crew, one of the dopest collectives, and RIP to Black Rob, man. So you know what I'm
I mean,
saying? Uh,
well, I never finished my list, but
well, okay, then we'll go back to you,
You
Trill. I mean,
only
that's
gave
why.
your one.
But Trill, hang on, Trill. Trill's his first week, so always at the end of the topic, I always come back to all my superstar co-hosts and say, "Does anyone want to add anything before we move on?" Trill, you got something?
I still didn't give out my beats.
oh yeah, yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
oh damn,
Yeah,
Looney, I'm sorry, bro. You know,
I was waiting.
damn, it's a lot.
Y'all,
I,
hey,
y'all just
hey,
don't
here,
want to hear it. No, y'all just don't want to hear these
well,
nah,
newer
well,
generation beats. That's what the fuck
hey, but
it is.
no,
nah.
I do want to say to our
Big Face
audience,
was talking all that
shout,
shit and forgot about a nigga.
well, shout out to Paul Masson who didn't tell me we'd have six hosts this week until I
It's
showed
all
up at the
good.
show. But
He
It's
anyway,
didn't
all
we
tell me
good.
he
good.
was
Back to
gonna
Latin
show up
Looney.
last minute.
Nah, man.
Yeah, well,
Me
back to Latin
personally.
Looney. We'll talk about it after the show, motherfucker. Back to Latin Looney.
Me personally,
We'll talk
man, my
about it after
number
the show.
one beat got to be "A Millie" by Lil Wayne. Um,
Oh, dope beat.
then,
There you
then
go.
after that, it's "Birds Flying High" with him and Jewel Santana. Then I got to go with Still Dre for my number three. And then "Who Shot Ya" for number 4 by Biggie, and then "Sicko Mode" by Travis Scott as number 5.
Yo, I wanted to say
Hey,
something
who
about
did Who
sicko
Shot You?
mode.
Who did that? Who did that?
Travis Scott did Sicko Mode himself, right?
No, I'm talking about Who Shot You. Who did that?
No, shoot.
Travis Scott does.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Travis Scott does
No,
almost everything himself.
Looney. He's
Yeah,
talking about
Travis
no,
Scott
but he's
produced,
talking about
yeah.
who shot you. Who did the who shot you beat?
Biggie.
Who got on Google?
I don't know who did the beat, but I know it was Biggie who did the song.
Yeah. But I was actually, I thought somebody else knew. That's why I was asking.
Real, you don't know?
Shit, I'm about to find out.
That's a good damn
Hey,
question because that's a classic beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Listen, "Who Shot You" to me, I
Oh,
love
I mean,
that.
yeah, I mean, it was one of what did Puffy call his little production crew that
Clark
he was
Kent
beating?
was it Clark
The
Kent
Hitman. It was
or
one of the
No,
Hitmen.
Man.
the Hitman?
It
This
was
was
not
Clark Kent and them boys.
not Sheen Myrick. You know what I mean? You know, he done a lot of them. But you know, Puffy had a whole crew that
Yeah,
I
the
forgot.
Hitman.
You know, he had a hitman.
We got a lot
Yeah,
of crack on somebody. Who got the crack on pop on this shit? Who
that he
rubbing their
was
shit on the
beating.
linen cloth?
Say what? Say what?
Nothing. I hear some crackling. I didn't know if somebody was rubbing their mic or something.
Oh nah.
Rubbing on it. Yeah, don't be rubbing on
Oh, they
it.
said beat down, nigga.
We
Okay.
ain't.
Pause.
These
So I want
comments
to
lit
start.
though
Hey,
for
Pause.
real.
Paul, do you mind singing some of the comments for us?
You still ain't circled back.
Uncle
I ain't
Chuck,
finished my list.
Shout out to
Well, we're
DJ
gonna
Izzy
get to you,
Nice.
bro.
He
Don't
in
worry.
there.
Trill, we're gonna get to you, bro. I don't mean this. There's a lot of heads on here. I want to get
Uncle
some of the
Chuck said,
audience in though.
Uncle Chuck said Jada Kiss YB.
Oh,
Gotta
Rock
trust the
joint.
DJ
Yeah.
moderator,
Izzy
Trill.
Nice,
Trust the
DJ
moderator.
DJ Izzy Nice said all of Nas album and especially represent.
So,
Mm.
and New York
Mm.
State of Mind. I want to say I love the New York State of Mind beat.
Royce the 5'9" Boom from DJ Izzy Nice as well.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Annie
course
Up is fire too.
somebody said Beat Nuts, and I definitely gotta say Beat Nuts off the books.
Yo, beat nuts,
Yeah,
man. Come on, off the
yeah,
books.
off
That
the books.
10, as
That's
soon
dope.
as
Yeah,
you
off the
hear that
books.
10. And by the way, they
Uh-huh.
were the first cats to use that like calypso sound too. By the way, back then.
Mm-hmm.
So is
Somebody
that
said
all
they
the
want
comments you
no
got, Pete? Before I want to get back to
There's a
Trill, I
ton.
gotta finish Trill's list.
There's a ton. Let's get back to Trill.
All right, back to Trill Illinois tracks, man. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, well, it's funny. Like I said earlier, we was talking about the Smith and Wesson album. You know what I'm saying? My number 2 and number 3 on the Smith and Wesson album. That's Bucktown and Let's Get It On. I mean, that's my number 2 and
I,
number 3.
that Bucktown
Yeah.
beat is bananas,
I mean,
bananas.
that's every time you hear it, man, it just give me chills. I mean, I was young back then when that came out. So I remember that. But number 4, that Get Down remix, Craig Mack Get Down, the remix by
Oh yeah.
Q-Tip.
Get
Yeah,
down,
get
No,
down,
yeah.
no,
Get
get
no,
on
the remix.
down.
down.
No, specifically the Q-Tip remix.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, the
not sure I'm
Q-Tip
familiar with
remix.
that, but I'm sure I heard it at one point or another.
Yeah,
I want to say,
download and look it up.
well, I don't want to. What about Miss Fat Booty by Most Def, man? By the way, it's had a resurgent when they had this surround sound beat go, but
Mm,
that sure we know that as Miss Fat Booty.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but nah. No, but actually, my
Yeah,
number
but
5
nah,
is super,
yeah,
super. Nah, Superstar by
yeah. Go
Group
ahead,
Home is
sure.
number 5 for me.
Mm.
I mean,
My
I
man.
can keep going, but I'm
So,
gonna
I mean,
stop at 5.
I have a list of 100 beats, of course, yeah,
I
but
mean,
we
yeah, I
all,
mean, we'll be here
I
all
think
day,
the
but yeah,
I think the
some
consensus agrees that the Shook Ones,
is
everywhere I
number 1.
read, was pretty much the number one beat. Here on
Yep.
Live in Fayettenam, we pretty much, if we voted right now, I think Shook Ones is going to win. So there you go.
I
But
mean, that's
once
just universal.
again, that's universal. So we're going to get into the last, well, we're going to have a bonus topic if you stick around, but we're going to get into one of the, what we thought was the last topic of the night. Do artists in the 2-6, are they in the record business? Or are they in the music business?
And
And
I'm
I
gonna
want to
stay out of
start
this
this
topic.
out.
No, I'm gonna stay out of this
All right,
topic because I ain't there. I don't live there no more. I ain't been there in a long
well,
time, so I
we'll get
can't
you.
speak
Well,
on none of that.
we'll get your opinion from the Queen City. We'll get your opinion from the Queen City, and we'll
No,
ask you
I'm
about
in
those
DC. No,
artists.
I know I'm in
Oh,
DC.
DC. Okay.
Bro, what are
I'm
you
in
All right.
talking
Chocolate
No
about,
doubt.
City.
man?
Chocolate
Well, we'll
Chocolate
get
City.
your
City.
opinion
Yeah, yeah.
well, we'll get your opinion on as a whole. But I want to go to Paul Masson first on this, man. The Podfather. I know you got some thoughts on this, but we talked about this. So
Hold on one
Man,
second,
I know
y'all.
that you're so, and also know that Paul is in the promotion business every day, y'all, promoting worldwide international artists. So, what is your opinion, man?
all right. Well, you will put me on the spot first.
Yeah, I want to.
Nobody in Fayetteville is in the record business. I could tell you that much.
Okay.
I'd agree. I would agree.
Nobody's in the record business. I could tell you that much. Some are making moves that are always going to keep them in the music business and will keep them out the record business.
Oh,
And everybody probably wants to be in the record business,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not going to be that way. They're making music business moves that will never translate over to the record business. And then the ones that ain't making music business moves, they're in the hobby business. I hate to say it. They're in the
Mm.
hobby business. Um,
Mm.
record business, to be in the record business, you gotta be talking about gold records, platinum records. That's what the record business is dictated by record sales. When you're in the music business, you dictate what your success is. Nobody gets to
Mm-hmm.
dictate what your success is in the music business. You dictate that.
In the
You
record
know,
business, the numbers dictate that.
the numbers dictate that. You
Mhm.
know, you was
Yeah.
if you're in the music business, and if you
So hang
plan
on.
not to be in the
I don't mean
record business,
I don't want to
if
step on you, but
yeah, if
I
you
want you
plan
to
on
do
not
this,
to be in the
Paul.
record
Hang on,
business,
Paul,
then
hang on. Paul, I
what?
want you to start by doing this. Explain to our audience the difference between the record business and the music business first. Explain to them.
Well, the record business is based on sales. Like you know, you got to be signed to a record label to be in the record business. First of all, that's why it's called record labels because they're in the record business. And
So
you
I
know,
think that we're gonna. I can't wait. I mean, I don't. I cannot wait to say this to get to the mutate guy. Paul, go ahead, Paul. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I feel like I stepped on you, man. Paul, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah. So like nobody, like I said, nobody in favor is in the record business. They're all in the music business. Some are in the hobby business. They all want to be in the record business, but they're making moves that'll keep them out of the record business because they're making music business moves. You know, if that makes any sense.
So I want to clarify before I go to the next guest that record business is you are out here to sell records. You want to sign a record contract. You want to sign and you want to push records in the traditional manner. And music business is, hang on, music business is you want you a la, I think you are Joyner Lucas and you're going to do shorts and make music all the time, but you are never actively pursuing the avenues that would lead to a record contract. I want to go to
Right.
Mutate God
Yep.
because Mutate God is the CEO of a rap label. He has multiple artists and he has been in the music business for 20 plus years. So,
Right.
Straw, talk to
Well,
us.
like right now, that's why I changed my whole company to an innovations company now because we deal with a whole slew of other products and everything like that. But I'll say this, man. A lot of people from our area, which is the 910 to 26, what have you, I think they are trying to pursue the record business because of the first thing that they mention is how the numbers, like you said, like you guys said, the numbers. You know what I'm saying? They want to sell records, but the record business is the streaming business. Now it's one and
Well,
the
I
same
want to
these
say this.
days.
You got to have a record first. And I don't mean a single. You have to have a record.
But
You know
you
what I'm
have to
saying?
have a
I don't
record.
think
But the
to
thing
be in
about
the
it
record
is, it's
business,
like,
you do.
well, they
You have
think
to
they
have
have.
you have to have feet to be in a.
Every, everyone thinks they have records, so they're trying to pursue being in the record business. But at the same time, it's like you don't have to be in the record business. You can sell records without being in the record business. You can be in the music business and just sell you as a musician. You can sell syncs, you can sell publishing, you can do all those types of things without even chasing the fact of selling a whole bunch of records or streams. You'll kill yourself trying to stand up to the
Well,
standard
I
to
think
being
that.
the top
Well, I
streaming
do.
artist.
I don't mean to interject, but I want to say this. I think there's a different attitude in hip hop versus rock and roll and other genres of music toward the record business. The record business is a viable business. Rock and roll musicians only use the record business and become multi-millionaires. It
Mm,
only is in hip hop that we feel like we have to do all these other things because there is a multitude of those. There are so many more hip hop artists than say rock artists. Okay,
mm,
so many more that we have created these avenues, and that's the
right.
music business. TikTok shorts, releasing a single every week on Spotify until you do 17, and then doing a record like Russ did. That's
Right.
music business. That's
Right,
not
right,
the
right.
record
The
business.
music
So,
business is doing it your way and using your music as a catalyst to project
well, I
everything
mean,
around
well, you can say that. You can say I'm a plumber, but I do electrician work. You
you. You
don't.
know what I mean?
You're in the
It's
you're
kind
in
of
the,
like
you're, in, you're not in the record
if
business. You're not in
it's
the
kind of
record
like
business.
if I have a conversation with an artist that's from our area, and I'm speaking on doing other things to use your music to push other things, they won't understand what I'm talking about. But if it's talking about getting a record deal, that's why my translation doesn't coexist with a lot of people because they're only talking about, well, like you saying, they're staying standard on whatever is the norm of trying to sell a record, which using the shorts and all that. You know how a lot of it, we've said it on here. A lot of people would say like, well, this is how you do it now. Well, see, then you chasing the record business because you're following whatever the mainstream is telling you to do. But if you're just in the music business, you got your own rules on how you want to sell off your brand and your product. You know what I
I was
mean?
going. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. But I was going off a little bit of the video of Paul that sent me. Of course, I
No,
watched
that's a
that.
great
And
point though. Rules to
It is
the
a great
record
point.
business.
It's a dope
In
point.
the music business, there is no rules. You make the rules. In the record business, you got to follow the record label's rules.
That's correct. I want to kick it over to Latin Loonies, man. A little
Shout out
youthful
to Ro.
exuberance over there, bro.
This might get me a lot of hate,
Nah, go. That's what we want. We want you to get a lot of hate. That way
but
Paul wins.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna lean a little bit towards what I think Paul said was the
Paul's
hobby.
looking for the laugh button. He's looking hard for that something.
People aren't really chasing the business of music in any sense of way, or at least 90 or 95% of them aren't. What they're looking for is clout, and that's it.
They're in the cloud business.
Nobody is really looking to get oh yeah, they want to get the quick money. They want to go, oh, okay, let me get on the fame, let me get all this. But nobody's really thinking about putting in that work of, okay, I got to go sign these deals and make sure these contracts are right. I got to go make sure that the way my music is being distributed is the correct way, that I have everything that I need to do so I get the exact amount of revenues that I'm supposed to from one song, because you're not only supposed to get one check from a song, you're supposed to get multiple checks from different companies anytime that you distribute one song or you put anything out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think it's just, oh, let me just put this song on Facebook. Or let me just put this on YouTube.
So do you think a lot of so here's the question we're posing to each panelist. 2-6 artists, are they in the music business or are they in the record business? Sound like they're in the music business.
Like Paul said.
They're in the hobby business.
They're in the clout business.
Clout business. All right, so we want to kick it over to
the hobby business. Pretty much.
In-house producer Trill. What do you say, man? Music business, record business.
I think
What's
Trill
the
said he
difference
wants
to
to
you?
stay out of this one. I think Trill said
Oh yeah, okay. Okay.
I don't know what
well,
niggas is doing down there right now. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what niggas is doing down there, but
yeah.
I mean,
they're probably doing.
I mean, when I was there, niggas was in the hobby
doing the
business.
same
So,
thing
I'm gonna go with hobby. I'm gonna go with hobby business.
All right, so we're gonna bring it over to the voice of reason. A lot of times on Live from Fayettenam is the historian live from the Xavier's bedroom, Mr. J.
Oh.
Yeah, I think a lot of times, like he said, it's hobby business for a lot of people because they don't understand the business. They want to put songs out time after time just to see what sticks. And sadly, by certain people, they've been told to do that. Put out songs to see what sticks. You're not creating a catalog or a piece of art that somebody's going to be able to go back to 10, 20 years from now, because sometimes the music, the audience has to catch up to the music.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it takes a while for things to get some traction.
I'll say this, Mr. J. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead, Mr. J.
The delusion business.
Yeah.
We're talking to a pillow. We're talking to the pillow.
Definitely, you got a lot of people who are just, they're out here and they're not doing the research. They're not networking with other people. They're not collaborating with other folks. They're just out here by themselves, like they said, cloud chasing and their feelings, doing this, that, or the other.
Thinking they're better than everybody else. That's what I remember about Fabian.
You can't do that. I mean, and that's the thing. It's not just here. The reality
we are better
is
than everybody else. Just remember
I'm talking about just each other in the Ville. Like, I mean, there's no.
The reality is this ain't much different from everywhere else.
I'm gonna circle back to you. Trill, I'm gonna get it out of you before the end of the segment. I'm gonna get it, bro.
It's not different from everywhere else on the globe where folks are they're online, they're in the comments, they're they hop on Facebook, talk about this person in this city, this person in that city. They ain't doing this, they ain't doing that. What are you doing?
What they got to do with record and music? So, I mean, record and music, but I guess you are falling under the hobby. Is that what you're saying?
More hobby than work. More hobby.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. I know personally in Fayetteville, 15 stars, cats that put in the work every day, cats that are genuine hip hop artists that make music for the right reasons, that have millions of views on Spotify. They get their spins, and then have something to contribute. So I mean, it's all about perspective. I'll say this: music, record business. When I was in the business, which a lot of motherfuckers like to say, especially if this goes on TikTok. I'm the white boy that's Mr. Nobody, motherfucker. I left the money on your mama's nightstand. Don't be mad at me. So, I mean, listen, I'm gonna say it like this: the music business, the music business is I get up every day and write music. The record business is I do what's necessary to get on. I wanted to be on Def Jam. I wanted to be signed to an iconic label. That them days is dead, right? So I've watched too many independent artists become rich now in the last 20 years. Shout out to Jordan Lucas, one of my favorite artists. He's got billion streams. He's never signed a deal. I mean, the dude is making so music business, record business. I think it's all the same. I think the record companies are really at a loss these days. I bet they sweat it out every night. They used to own the shit.
Yeah.
I think a lot of 2-6 artists, while let's say there's hundreds of 2-6 artists, I would say there's a good dozen that if you had $100 grand, you wouldn't lose money investing in it. Shout out to a lot of.
I say this.
Hang on.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mute. No, go Mute. Do that.
No, I was just saying. I say this that a lot of artists are trying to chase what they see and the advice they get from people that talk about.
But you gotta be. See, here's the thing. It's in the words you said, Mute. Artist. Are you an artist? Because me, I was an artist. I wrote the music first. I wrote the music. I baked the cake before I wanted you to taste it.
But the thing about it is, the artists, what they're trying to do is they're trying to doggone. Hold on, my light's cutting off. Jesus be with me. Yeah,
we're gonna get you some of that diesel money. We're gonna get you some of that diesel money.
Nah, my joint's a voice activated. It's crazy, but it's like
my joint is diesel activated. That's it.
A lot of artists sit up there in our area and they're chasing what the majors are doing with a minor meniscus budget. You can't chase a major if you're not in that conversation.
The minor meniscus budget. I agree.
It's just you can't chase what the majors do. So whenever the next criteria of what the majors is doing, like when they say drop a single every month, you got to stay relevant. Now it's drop content every day. You got to stay relevant. It's whatever.
Every day.
Steve, this the thing. This the thing about it. It's whatever the majors sprinkle down. That's what everybody tries to follow instead of carving their own path out of what they want to do and have the majors copy that.
So I'm going to make Trill speak on this because Trill does have some experience dealing with mid-majors because Trill's been back and forth with a bunch of production deals all the way back from the late 90s with Empire, y'all may not be privy to. So come on, Trill, speak on this. I know you have an opinion on this shit.
I don't have no opinion on what anybody in Fayetteville is doing because I don't.
Okay, well, can I get your opinion on the music industry at large? How has it moved away from the record business more to the music business now? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what do you call in the record business and what do you call in the music business?
Well, the record business is when you're trying to get signed to a major, trying to get signed to an established record label.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely moved away from that because you don't have to now. I mean, you'd be a fool to want to sign to Def Jam or, I mean, that's the way it was when we was
coming up. We thought it was a badge of honor. We thought it was a badge of honor to go get signed to that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
independence to us was Koch Records.
You needed him there. I mean, giving up the Soldier Boy, he proved that you don't need him. Like, come on.
He got lucky, sold 1 million ringtones and funded his whole life. Them ringtones got him paid.
And he's still signed a major. He's still signed to a major.
He did, and he is still signed to a major.
Maybe that's a bad example, but anyway. But nowadays, you don't need nobody. I mean, if you put your time and your energy into it, I really don't think so.
Guess what? I think that's the myth.
Because
I think it's a myth. I think a lot of people run around and think you don't need anybody, but that's not true, bro.
The past 7 years I've been traveling. I spent a lot of time in California. I'm telling you right now, man, them niggas in California are getting it. I'm talking about niggas you don't even know. I mean, California. I mean, man, they. I mean, people don't understand how big California is. I mean, you can be an LA artist, man. You can travel all the way up to northern. You know what I'm saying, to the Bay Area and stuff like that. I mean, there are niggas in California, man, getting that money independent, and then one of us know their name.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I mean. Like, that's what I mean.
Because see, California's a different. I mean, I talked to Paul about that. Like, California's a whole different beast when it comes to being an
Of
independent
course,
artist,
yeah.
it is
Of course.
real. I mean,
Well, California is
it's
the
popping
12th
now.
largest. Well, California's 12th largest economy in the world,
No, it's the fifth.
counting all the countries.
Fifth.
Counting
Yeah.
all the
No,
countries.
no, it's
You
the
know what
fifth. It's the
I'm
plus.
saying?
Shout
It's
out
the
to
I'm
fifth.
sorry.
Puerto
I'm
Rico
sorry.
for
Fifth.
sure.
I think after
Yeah.
taxes, it's the 12th, though, Trill.
No, it's California.
They hit you with that
California is the
60.
fifth
They hit you
largest
with that
economy.
60.
But
They
I'm
hit you with
just
that
saying,
60.
like,
They hit you with that 60%, though. They hit you with that 60%. Yeah, that's finished.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying?
So,
Like, my thing is like, I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I ain't pursuing none of this shit anyway. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I mean, but
no,
as
I
it I
appreciate your
mean,
opinion on that
but
because you do have the experience with that.
but coming from Fayetteville, like I said, I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself. I'm gonna just keep my
All
opinions to
right,
myself because I
no
mean, you know,
doubt. And
because like
so before we move on to
it's a whole
the
different animal down there. So
before
I
we
mean,
go
but
to the bonus, we have a bonus topic, Trill. We have a bonus topic tonight. Before we go on to the anybody got anything they want to add to
quickly,
the
quickly,
topic
let me
of
get
you?
in. Let me get in
Yeah,
on what he was saying about
yeah,
California.
go.
This is what
Absolutely.
I experience every time I do different interviews, different places, and talk about the music that I've done and different things that I've done. I've talked about this area here in Fayetteville that we could be like those areas, but due to a lot of the segment, you know, the kind of segregated things that we have going on, the kind of cliquish things we have going on, that's what that keeps us from being like those areas. Because, like he said, LA had its own movement. The Bay definitely had its own major movement. Houston definitely had its own major movement. There's nothing keeping us from having that movement in this
I
area,
mean,
but the
but can I
type of
say something
networking
though?
that goes on.
But
Well,
can I
hang
say
on
one
before
thing?
you
I got
before you
Let
hang on, Trill. Yeah, I'm gonna let you say that, but before you say that, shout out to Big Casanova and RIP to his mother who passed recently.
Yeah,
But I
shout out to Big
believe
Cass.
what he says. Big Cass says a lot. Fayetteville will have its moment. But go ahead, Trill.
See, Fayetteville is not a hometown. Fayetteville is a military town. I mean, out of everybody you know in Fayetteville, I mean, I don't know about now, but like when I was coming, like back in the 90s and the 80s, you know what I'm saying? When I was there, like coming up, none of us was from there, like me. Like it's a
But
military
that's the
town. Like,
beauty. But that's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
beauty of it, though.
I mean, no,
So
no, no, no. Listen,
I
I
was
mean, yeah,
born in
no.
Boston, though.
Okay,
I
I
was
mean,
born
yeah,
in Boston, but I've been here since I was
okay.
2. So
But
I mean,
see
you know
though,
what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying? But look though, but see, that should have been the beauty of it. But being that it's not a hometown, you can't get a hometown support from you know what I'm saying? Like, you got 300,000 people and 90% of them
But
is from
nobody
somewhere
that
else.
got famous, nobody got
you know,
famous ever got famous in
but
their
you know
hometown
what,
first.
fellas,
I
you
mean,
know
nope,
what it
nope,
is.
nope, 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 nope,
You
nope,
know what
nope,
it is, though.
nope.
Here's
I
what it
mean,
is, man. I don't even agree with that, man. People are people.
Hey, what's
People
up with
sell.
your
People
mic?
buy.
Yeah,
People.
Mutate,
what's up with
yeah,
your
mutate.
your
Check
mic,
your
your
mic?
mic.
mic.
Your mic sound crazy.
Check your
Hold on, I
mic,
got you.
bro,
Wait a
because your
minute.
mic's like a through a muffle. Yeah,
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
yeah, you
Yeah.
That
perfect
sounds
That's
now.
better.
There
better.
you go.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think what it is, man. I think people are people. No matter where you're from, you can convince anybody to buy something if you are a hustler. But at
Yeah,
the
I
same
understand
time,
that.
a lot of people here we always put this fence around saying we're not big enough. People are people, regardless. You just got to hustle it. But the thing about it is, the problem is
People are
the
people.
artists are going like for what Lad Looney said. They're going for the clout, which means they're not going for the doggone finances. They're not trying to feed themselves
I
with the
think Looney
music.
brings a lot of. I think Looney brings a lot of relevant comments to this, man. Being that he is an active
They
uh,
right.
artist.
If you're not out there chasing the money and trying to make yourself a product and sell yourself as a brand, you're not gonna make no money, which means you're not gonna further your career. You're just gonna be chasing somebody to give you some money, and that's it. A lot of those other areas they're grinding from 100 people to 1,000 to whatever, and it don't matter how big California is when you still got Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, and we don't have no borders around it. We don't got no brick walls around the border where we can't move around. So that's no excuse.
And mutate has
I
been
mean,
up and down that. By the way, Chitlin Circuit. He has
You just got to
definitely
make the
done the
money.
Chitlin Circuit
You got to make the money
many times.
and
I
reinvest it
mean,
back into
By the
yourself.
way, shout out to Payola Stacks, man. I was listening to the album all week this week. It's a dope album. If y'all haven't listened, go check out the
I
newest
want this more than ever,
release from Woodboy Digital, Payola Stacks, man. I
for
want this
sure.
more than ever. It's a dope
I
album,
just think we got
straight up.
for our culture, we got to get out of delusion, man. Got to tell these young brothers, man, go get your money. If they ain't gonna go get their money, they're gonna be doing the hamster wheel like a lot of our peers have been doing forever and trying to chase the
I ain't got
fame.
no issue. So Big Face ain't never been a gatekeeper, bro. I give my shit freely. Everybody know that. You know that. Mutate. We go back with that. I've helped 100 artists in the Ville and around or whatever. And it's like that because you know what I'm saying. We ain't no Brinks trucks following us to the grave, bro. So I understand what Trill says, but Trill, since you left, there has been a large shout out to RIP to my man right here. You know what I'm saying? A dark side all day, but shout out to Up
For
South
sure.
30.
30.
Since Up South 30's death, there has been more of a brotherhood amongst the MCs, man. I see more shows. I just see if you come back, you'll see the shows are more cohesive. Guys is doing they're mastering the craft. The music has went beyond. We releasing dope music right out here, man. Anything you want is out there. Shout out to Roz while you
Can
saying
I say
that
something real
La
quick?
Familia.
We're just not
Yeah,
selling
go
it
ahead,
though.
Pete.
Yo, rest
Go
in
ahead,
peace
Pete.
to Filthy Rich, because he brought together this live from
Man,
Fayettenam. He
yeah,
brought
Definitely.
without
together this
Filthy
live
Rich,
from
no live
Fayettenam.
from
Definitely.
Vietnam. Yes, he did.
No
He
live from
did. Shout out
Fayettenam
to
without Filthy
shout out to
Rich.
Nervous Wreck, man. My boy and my brethren from another brethren, Nervous Wreck. Give me some horns. Can I get some horns on Nervous Wreck? Shit. Well, fuck you too, Paul. Fuck you 2 times.
But
Two
yeah, we
times.
need to. I want to give a shout out to Rise though.
So
You know, hey Rise, I know you watching. Send me
he
a copy of
watching.
that mixtape.
Hey,
Word on the
that La
Streets, Volume
Familia.
2.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Word
I
on the
don't know
street.
y'all.
Classic.
Yo, so if y'all are on my
We're gonna
Facebook,
do
which I
Volume
shared this
2.
on my
Mm.
I shared this on my Facebook Live. If y'all are on my Facebook, check out that Rise La Familia. He's pushing that song. Yo, it is crazy, crazy dope. So guys, we got time. Paul, we good with the time to do another bonus subject?
If they got time,
Y'all got time to do one
I
little more
got
topic?
all the time.
I ain't
All
doing
right, so
shit.
here we
Man,
go.
it's
All right,
Friday,
so
man. I'm
we're
chilling.
gonna have a shot first. I'm gonna say this. This is to nipples because without them, tits would be pointless.
What?
All right. I mean, that's the truth. That's all the way around the truth. So, the bonus subject, which I think a lot of our audience would love this subject. Let's talk some cat. Let's talk some cat, y'all. Y'all ready to talk some Cat Williams, man?
Mm.
So, Cat Williams dropped bombshell after bombshell after bombshell on the Shay Shay with my man Unc, who we all love to death, Mr. Bell Pepper Nostrils himself. So I want to go first, man. We're gonna go first
Oh,
to
what are you
what?
talking about, man?
what you
You
call him?
know,
Hold on,
Bell
what did
Pepper
you call him?
Nostrils. He is part
That
of
said bell pepper
me.
nostrils.
So me and
Wow.
Shay are part of the Bell Pepper Nostril clubs.
Oh shit.
I have them as
Wow.
well, and we breathing up all the white man's air. That's what we do. So uh, Bell Pepper Nostrils unite. We breathe up all y'all's air. I had to put a hole in mine just to give y'all some more. So I want to say this, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy dope. Cat Williams, Shay Shay. I watched the whole damn 2 hours, man. I was glued to the shit. I want to go first to Mutate God. Mutate, did you watch this shit?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't watch it, man. I watched the clips here
What?
and
You
there
better
though.
get that. Have you seen the clips?
Yeah, I seen the clips. Yeah, yeah,
Clips
yeah,
is
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
Do you have
But I
anything
ain't
to
sit
speak
through the
on?
whole thing.
Anyone stand out to you that you want to speak on?
I don't know. Just double back to me. I'll listen and then I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. So who wants to start? I'm gonna let y'all. Who wants to start?
I mean, I was watching it live. I mean, I was on, all I do is watch YouTube. So I was scrolling through YouTube, I saw Shannon Sharp, saying like streaming, saying right now, start watching. And by the time it got an hour in, it was already
Son,
at, it was at seven. I was like 700,000. I'm talking about while it was still
what?
going. While it was still going, it was at like I
Bro,
was
it
like,
was crazy.
hey, I went to work the next morning. I was like, yo, man, you watch that that Cat Williams shit? He was like, nah. I said, you need to watch that. It went to 700,000 before I woke up in the morning. A million, matter of fact, a million.
So
When I
what
get
did you
when
think
I when I
about
got
what
up when I
you
got
know?
up at 4 o'clock in the morning, it was at a million plus views, and then it
So
just
so what do you
streamed at
think?
about 10 o'clock.
What stood
Hey,
out? What stood out to you, Trill? What stood out to you?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might be a good chance Cat Williams hear this. I don't want to talk shit about me. you know
I'm gonna say this. What
what I'm
stood out to
saying?
me?
you know what I'm saying? He
Here's what
might
stood
cut
out to
me.
me. What
But no,
stood out to
no,
me was
it was.
the
I think
drug shit.
I think he was telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Some of it was. I think like what I'm saying, he was putting 100 on 10 on some of the shit, but
Nah, I don't. I'm gonna tell you
but
this.
most. 90% of. I think he was telling the truth though. It was
that
funny.
Here's my.
I
marketing
mean,
strategy.
it
It
was
definitely
entertaining.
was.
It was entertaining, but I mean,
So he is going on tour. Let's
I
preface this
mean,
by saying he's about to start a
I,
huge nationwide tour. I
I
mean,
mean,
that's
and
why he's
look,
doing the circuit, right?
and look, he was talking shit about Kevin Hart. He got Kevin Hart wife on the tour,
On the tour, yeah.
the ex-wife, yeah.
Genius move, genius move.
I mean, he doubling
Uh,
down. Like, I mean, that's some gangster shit though. So fuck it, shit. I'm gonna talk shit about you
Prime Minister,
and have your baby mama opening up for
Prime
me.
Minister, Prime Minister. What say you, bruh?
All right, I was watching Will Latin Loonies. 20 minutes in, I mean, it was like, what the fuck, yo? He called out everybody possible in 20 fucking minutes, man, that you could possibly think of.
I can't wait to talk, dude.
I mean, I'm about to interview this comedian soon. Shouts out to John Paul Edmondson. I gotta ask him,
Shout out
like,
John Paul, JT.
is this the standard in the comedy thing? I mean, this is like some rapper shit, man. Like, yo, you just calling out every fucking buddy, man. Like,
Well, that's like
anybody
okay. So
that
before let me just let me break in and say this. That would be like Eminem because Cat Williams is like the dopest freestyler in comedy. So that'd be like Eminem saying, "All you motherfuckers come freestyle battle me." So go back to you, Paul. Back to you, Paul.
yeah. So like, yo, he exposed everybody, man. Everybody that was lying. I mean, I don't know what to fucking tell you. You should have told the truth.
You should have told the truth.
Yeah, this is some old rapper shit. Like, yo, who's all
That's all I
the
want to
fake
say.
rappers?
You should have
Who's all
told.
the
You should have
fraudulent
told the
rappers? Let's
truth.
call all them motherfuckers out. Let's call every rapper out that's fake, that's lying. That's what this is. You know, I mean, I guess the comedy business is the same as the rap business, man. It's like, yo,
It very
you
much
faking
so
on the
is.
mic, you bullshit. All right, we gotta call you out.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Mr. J, the historian of the Ville, did you watch the Cat Williams or did you see clips?
No, I watched the entire thing.
My man.
Sir.
Money Mike voice included. Money Mike.
Yo,
Where's the laugh?
oh
Look,
my
Paul is drunk.
God.
We gotta fuck
Oh
Paul up
my
after
God.
this.
Just going in on everybody. Look, what I gather from this, everybody steals jokes. Everybody. I done went across the internet this week
I stole two of
and
your
I've
jokes last week,
seen,
Mr. J. I steal your jokes, bitch.
hey, as long as I get the receipts for them.
No, I'm making all the dividends. Yeah. No, go ahead, bro.
But yo,
Sorry.
it's crazy. Like, shout out to Bishop Omega, who's actually a comedian and a rapper out of Durham.
Shout out
I
to
just had
Bishop
to ask
Omega.
him about different things about just this whole comedy game. Just knowing that people, they already steal jokes.
Who
Rappers
watching TV,
break
man? Who
lines.
watching? Hang on, stop.
Like,
Who
I heard
watching
it too.
TV,
I heard
man?
it too.
Turn your damn TV set off. Who watching TV?
Nah,
Turn it
I
off.
was checking something.
You can DVR that shit.
I was checking TikTok, nigga.
Back to you, Mr. J.
But you already know if you're a top cat in the game, regardless of what game it is, you're gonna catch shots. He went hard at Steve for his
The hairpin
his
shit
flat
though. He
top
brought
wig,
back
the flat top wig.
the flat top.
How did I
That
not
shit
check
looked like
that
a
out, man?
Hey, I could have washed my tires with that shit. It was like a styrofoam sponge. God damn.
Everybody
It
knew it
looked
was
like a-
hairpiece. I
hey,
mean, that ain't nothing new.
I didn't know it was an earpiece. I thought it was a thing I put on top of my microphone.
Man, that's old, man. I mean,
What?
well, you thought it was a pea popper?
It was a popper stopper on top of that motherfucker. All right, hang on. All right, so Catman. Okay, let's just get to the bottom of this shit. Cat Williams told about 2 lies and 9,900 truths on that shit, y'all. You could tell the body language experts watched it. The dude wasn't looking. The dude was giving all the optimal, I'm telling the truth vibes, right? Shay couldn't believe it. You see how Unc usually like to talk a little bit. He laid back and drunk his cognac and shut the fuck up, which is probably the smartest thing he ever did. Because I ain't detect many lies, man. And this dude's talking about, and you know what, man, we're getting more and more into this as we go into these. And you know what? It's one of them things where do we really want to know that all these dudes is taking it in the ass, that they wearing dresses because they done took it in the ass, and that this is horrible, man. That shout out to Denzel. Thank God Denzel never dressed up. God damn. Give us one. Jesus Christ. Cat Williams just brilliantly marketed his tour. He was gonna, I think he was sold out anyway, right, guys? It's hard to get a Cat Williams ticket, no matter what, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he was telling lies. And amazingly, man, it should get an Emmy, as far as I'm concerned. I watched that shit 2 hours. I could not even move from the YouTube, man. I couldn't move. And I love me some bro.
I hate to say it.
But I usually what? Go ahead, bro. Go.
I'm just saying, but that interview was better than his comedy. I mean, his best one was the
It
one
was
with
right, true. It was so entertaining, right, true.
I hate to say
so
it,
entertaining, dude.
yeah.
I think the way he did it, he delivered it, yo. He was delivering that interview, man. Like, I don't know if he wrote it, but if he did, he needs a goddamn Pulitzer Prize.
I'm just
Because
saying,
that shit was funny as fuck. I mean, and the way he delivered his mannerisms, I love Cat, man. And I had thought I had lost a little faith, but you know what? I think it was them trying to brainwash me. Fuck that. I told you the truth.
he remind you of 50.
I
He
think
remind you of 50 Cent.
And I had one more thing to say. Yes, and I believe everything 50 says too. Just so you know.
I mean, he remind me of 50 Cent. Like he just say whatever, like whether it's
I
true or
want to
not.
say
But,
this. I want to say this while my thoughts on it. When you heard the rebuttal from Kevin Hart and Ludacris, they didn't exactly call him a liar. They tried to call his sanity. One of them sang a goddamn jingle. Now, if you come out and talk all that shit about me, I ain't writing no motherfucking jingle, bitch. I'm gonna come on here and say you a goddamn liar. I'm not gonna write no jingle. I'm not gonna write no rap.
I mean, everybody response been the same. Everybody response been the same. Like, just we love everybody.
Nobody called him a liar. They just
all of them
said he
said the
was
same
crazy.
thing. Like, yeah, no,
he crazy.
They all said we love you. You know, saying nothing but love. I want everybody to win. That's what Kevin Hart said. Ricky Smiley went on there. We love everybody. You know, and what? I mean, that's what everybody been saying. Like, but nobody said he was wrong though.
And that just gave credence to the whole shit.
And Ludacris as a rapper, I mean, you should have went his ass. You know what I'm saying, for that shit.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You gonna do that?
You gonna do that with popcorn shit? Like, come on, bro. Like,
man, come on. I think Bow Wow wrote that for him.
You know what I mean?
Bro. Hey, check your temperature.
As a rapper,
my guy.
I mean, as a rapper, you should have gotten that nigga ass. You should have gotten his ass for that shit, for real.
What do we expect from a joke? What do we expect from a grown ass 50-year-old man to call himself ludicrous?
I mean, but that right there,
I don't know,
that right
man.
there. I mean, that's why I believe that what he was saying is the truth. Because ain't nobody said shit back. If the rapper don't even come back hard, the rapper with some bars. I mean, Ludacris can rap now. Don't get it twisted. You might not like him.
Yes. I agree.
Yeah, Ludacris can
really. So he could have came in, but he did not, man. It's almost like
mess up that insurance money.
So listen. All right. So I'm a scrapper.
To me,
I like to put. Listen.
To me, what he was saying is the truth.
Hang on, True. So I like to push the limits. I'm a scrapper, but I also know how far to poke the bear, right? It felt like everybody's response to Cat was, I'm going to push a little bit. I don't want you to come back no more, right? It felt like, I'm a rebuttal, but I'm not going to rebuttal, bro.
Yeah, like I got to do this for the fans. But you was on, stay away from that.
So Kevin Hart was on an NBA broadcast that averages 22 million people watching. You really could have shame. But I'll say this, man. Big ups to Shannon Sharp. Thank God you left Skip Bayless, bitch ass motherfucker. God damn it, I love you. Give me some clapping them. Get to clapping them for Club Shay Shay. He made millions this week.
Did we hear what Latin Looney's got to say about it yet?
No, please go to Latin Looney. I think I did go to him. Go ahead, Latin Looney.
All y'all
It's a
I
free
was
for
gonna
all
say,
at this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
We
I ended
10
up,
shots in. It's a free for all, dog.
You 10
I
shots
ended
in.
up.
You 10 shots in, not we. Don't speak for we. Don't speak for we.
I'm the moderator.
You 10 shots in.
But nah, yeah,
I
man. He
I know we
definitely
had T-Pain on the show.
Jet Brett Williams. Brett Williams.
nah, yeah, man. He definitely let people know how he felt. You know what I'm saying? I think he just did another interview too.
With Willie
Yesterday.
D.
Oh,
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
hard to get. Hey, it's hard to get excited when somebody gets in your ass and auto tune. I told you.
That Willie D one was a flop though. But he still got
because
Oh,
about 2 million
Will
very.
off of it.
recorded his before Shannon Sharp did his, but he didn't put it out
But
before
ain't it
Shannon.
Mm.
funny when it says? Ain't it funny when it's 2 million as a flop? That's funny. That's funny though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
You
I
know
crazy.
what
it
I'm
don't
is
feel
saying?
like
funny.
I don't feel like
That's
it's a
Compared to
flop.
damn
crazy.
10.
I wouldn't have expected it to make the same numbers anyways. You know what I'm saying? At least not
All
that
right,
fast.
so before we close out this week's live from Fayettenam, first of all, man, I appreciate every one of you hosts, man. I know everyone on this panel is a busy man doing multiple things.
You said
Does anyone
Willie
have
D
any?
was a club.
Wow, well, yikes! Does anyone have any shout outs? You can call Willie D a clown in your shout outs. Anybody have any shout outs they want to do?
Nah, I was.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Wood Boy Digital, man. Shout out to everybody, in the 47, Ray for 28376, that support our movement and the whole 910. Shout out to Uncle Chuck. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to the Mutate Fest April 6th. We're getting it together right now, man. Y'all check me out on that. All artists, man, y'all want to perform, hit the doggone email. That's mutatefest at Gmail. Yeah. Shout out to everybody working too. Y'all go stream that
Add
Payola
on.
Stacks and look for
Yeah, there you
Tia
go.
Hart's new EP. Tia Hart's EP
There you
dropping
go.
in February
Shout
for
out.
sure.
I wanted to add on to that. Go check that Payola Stacks. I want this more than ever, and check out T Hart's single oncoming. Special guest host tonight, Trilogy's Tracks. You got shout outs, my brother?
Yeah, I just want to shout out my daughter. I mean, I don't know if y'all heard the little baby that got killed on the Merc a few weeks ago, the 5-month old little child. You know what I'm saying? That was my grandbaby. You know what I mean? So I want to shout out my baby.
Oh man,
You know
Damn.
what I mean?
damn,
Shout out my
Trill,
daughter.
damn, Trill.
Yep. And other than that, you know what
Damn,
I'm
bro.
saying? I want to shout myself out. You know what I'm saying? Number one beat maker from the Ville. Can't none of y'all niggas fuck with me, nigga.
Actually, and also shout out to Trill, man. We've been trying to get him on live in Vietnam for months, man. It's dope that he was on, man. Many of y'all, if you don't know now, you know. A big
Hey,
face, man. You know, when I was doing it, Trill was the producer. So, okay, I want to go over to Latin Loonies, man. Shout outs for you, Looney.
Definitely a huge shout out to the whole Born Talented squad. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out Oso.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Circle of Kings, most definitely, man. You know,
Hey,
doing big things, man. Also, y'all make sure y'all go stream my new single, man, and my album, man. It's been out. It's starting to get a good couple of numbers in there. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for everybody who's been tuning into that. And man, the radio station, Latin Looney Tunes radio station, we running, we streaming y'all's music every day, 24/7. So y'all make sure y'all tune in, tap in, man. Definitely tap in and get your slide in there, man, so you can get your streams up, man.
there you go. All right, we're gonna go over to the historian of the Ville, Mr. J, man. What say you, Brett?
Yeah, shout out to everybody who's doing their thing here, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate the love. Everybody who's networking in the city, outside the city. Shout out to Ty Bruley, who's getting ready to start working on some of my editing for the documentary. We've got probably about 4 more, I guess, interviews I'm probably going to do for that documentary, and then we're going to call it a wrap. Right now, we got Savage Genesis. That's been out for a while, but we're trying to push that again. I got a part in that movie. My song "Trolling for Nothing" is in that film, the remix. Shout out to Cayenne the Lion King. We did a screening a long time ago, so shout out to him for his film, The Herb Train, and still waiting
the
on
herb
one more
train.
joint.
The herb train. I want to be in that film. Shit is already dropped. Damn.
Yeah, it's already dropped.
Herb train.
We got one. I got one more in the can. I'm waiting on this guy to go ahead and finish his up, called
Oh, it's in the
Tales
can.
from the Dead Zone. My video for Savage is supposed to be in that joint as well. So we out
Dope.
here, we networking, we moving. I'm looking to network with everybody, collab with everybody. That's all I do is show love. We're showing love to the Ville, showing love to everybody in NC, trying to get this movie out here, the underground experience, and get to showcase
No
more
doubt.
amazing artists and amazing talent from this city and from the state, and let them know about the history of what we got going on here.
My man, Mr. J. All right. Now to the Podfather, aka the Prime Minister, Paul Masson, the man who put all the live bands on together. Shout outs, my brother.
T-Pain with the auto tune. Say shouts out to everybody on this show. Shouts out to my man DV Alias Christ. He's out the country. Should be coming back. We're trying to get him on the show. Shouts out to Smoother Hustler. Shouts out to Diamond D with the Roz Kyle Soul on Ice remix, which I didn't get to say.
Oh yes,
dope,
man.
dope.
Oh wow, yes,
Definitely
man.
dope.
Damn. Yes.
And Jeezy
Fuck yes.
with the Go Crazy. Jeezy with the Go Crazy. I definitely love that beat. Shouts out to my Dizzle brand crew. Shouts out to Circle of Kings. And that's it.
Oh, quick shout out to Pace One. We trying to get him on. I'm working. I'm trying to
Pace
get
One.
him on. Come on.
Shout out to
Pace
shout out to the Fat
One.
Boys.
And we're
Shout
trying
out
to
to Fat
get
Boys, man.
Skeela Rock from the Fat Boys. We're trying to get him on.
Skeela Rock will be on. Just so y'all know, Skeela Rock will be on live in Vietnam
and Chip
soon.
Fu. And Chip Fu.
And Chip Fu
Yeah.
from Pooh Snickers. The only surviving member of Fat Boys will come on. He's a friend of the show. So my shout out
Shout out to Rise too, bro. Shout out to Rise that was checking in, man. Key Tune.
He got about hey, Rise, you need to rewind because we shouted you out about 5 times. Tell him, Trip.
That's my dog.
Shout out to Lady Rain.
Rise, he gonna have to pay me an advertising budget on this shit. So at this point, I want to give shout outs, man, to of course all of y'all, man, live from Fayettenam crew, man. Big shout out to Trill for stopping through tonight. Shout out to Circle of Kings, shout out to Latin Loonies and Paul, all the work they do on that, man. Major interviewing world champions. We're gonna be live in Hollywood, Florida, February 2nd for BKFC 57 for the Welterweight Championship with Luis Palomino, who we got on the show. Shout out to my ace gold chrome man, my sister, Dina Metro. My girl, Dina Metro. Shout out to Sloan Slither. Shout out to Sonny the Star, my guy. Shout out to Hood, man. Hood the Mayor, my guy, always. Shout out to Barry Williams and Barry Williams Films. I'm involved with a couple projects. He is dropping Not to Be Played With on Tubi within the next few days. And I'm in that movie as well.
Too.
Hey, man, I'm in that movie as well. Shout out to Barry for giving I'm the only white guy in all Barry's films, and I love it. Shout out to you, bro. I can play, but I play Spanish, whatever you want, bro. Let's just get a chance. Yo, but majorly, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody in the 2-6 that is viewing this and grinding every day. Shout out to internationally and this host of panels, man. I think y'all can't sleep on yourself about what y'all all have given to the city.
Bro, I'm out.
Oh shit! I got the rest of Westbrook. As always, drink Dizzle and a whole lot of shit from the live Fayettenam crew.
Rise, hit me up, man.
Whole lot of 4-7 shit too. Fuck time.
Well, we live from Fayettenam though. So,
we live from the 4-7, boy.
You get all money.
Izzy Nice, what up? What up, Izzy?
You get all money. What up, Izzy Nice?
Peace.
They get money. They get money.
Real straight Killerville, dog.